joy to be with you today, and welcome to Life Expressions, where we will talk about interesting stories with interesting personalities, with their experiences, musings on life and love, and their pursuits of fulfillment in their life. And I'm your host, Charie Ginete-Ilon. I am very happy to have with me as guest the former host of ABS-CBN Sikat Ka Iloilo. She's a beauty pageant enthusiast, former sales manager and events manager of Courtyard Marriott by Marriott Iloilo, currently a supportive business partner, and she says a stubborn wife to her husband, Gail Nunez-Bangeles. Welcome to Life Expressions, Gail.
Hello, Miss Cha. Thank you. I'm very delighted to be invited to your podcast.
And I'm happy to have you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Currently still being stubborn to my husband, and at the same time, managing a small business on the side while he's taking on his job as a frontliner sa government.
Okay, so how do you spend your time now?
Honestly, Miss Cha, everything is it's quite messy right now because of the pandemic and because there's a lot of things that's happening. If you have asked me that question last June of 2020, I would tell you that it is spent mostly on shooting YouTube videos in the morning and then editing at night.
Yeah.
But then God moves in mysterious ways. So last November of 2020, He gave us like a very big surprise and blessing after 5 years of marriage. So the shift in how I manage my time really, it was really there, no? So right now you wake up in the morning and then and then I oversee the people and the staff working for us, and then after that I'm becoming like a full-time hands-on nurturer to this wonderful blessing. So it's quite messy. It's not the regular schedule,
Mhm.
pero it's very rewarding.
Wow, and congratulations to that blessing. I am sure that you're very happy, even if it's messy. You make sure that you still enjoy your day, I suppose.
Oh yes. I really asked for we really asked for it, and to tell you honestly, we really wanted to tell the entire world about that blessing.
Yeah.
We told a handful of people like yourself, but when the perfect and legal time comes, then they would know.
Yes, that's good. And Gail, how you have mentioned the pandemic, of course, but how has the pandemic changed your daily habits and how has this changed your lifestyle so far?
One very evident change, Miss Cha, is that you really have to adapt to the challenge of the pandemic. Previously, because our line of business deals on manufacturing, dealership, and all those other things, I really go and see people every day. So
Mhm.
I have meetings on a daily basis because I am a people person, so I need to really get in touch with people, talk to them, see them eye to eye. And now what happened is there's Zoom and phone calls, and you have to really adjust the skill set that you have to be able to go through the challenges of the pandemic. And then other than that, you have to also um, be be very prepared, especially when challenges arise. Like say for example, yung nag-lockdown, there's
Yes.
ECQ, and then people and the staff needs to work from home. How do you manage and how do you conduct meetings at home in the comforts of their homes, and all those other items? Marami. It's the pandemic really tested our business stamina, and I think that everybody can relate to that.
Yes. And I would like to believe that you have said you have adapted to it. How were you able to connect with the people that you would need to meet with? You said you meet with them through Zoom and etc. So
Um, well, during the lockdown, then it was not really possible
yeah,
to meet with them face to face. I think up until now, it's very limited. Meetings are very limited.
yeah.
I have a handful of meetings, not personal. Most of the meetings are done in Zoom or
Yeah.
Google Meet or Messenger or maybe phone calls.
Yeah.
Uh, I think those are some of the ways that I get connected to them. Also, SMS messages from time to time. I'm a very clingy business partner, so I tend to send back and forth messages to the consumers. So very, I know, very challenging, miss. And also, we one way of being connected to them and getting letting them know what's happening in our lives and how we are conceptualizing on a project or something like that is also launching our YouTube channel. So
Yeah.
aside from that's one social media avenue where we focus our efforts and our previous media experience into
Yeah.
last June 2020.
Yeah.
So that's one of the ways that we connected to them.
That's good. So tell me more about this YouTube channel. What's the name of your YouTube channel and who is with
Oh,
you?
yeah, thank you, Miss Cha. We named our YouTube channel Bangs and Bags. Bangs and Bags being our nickname. So my husband's last name is Bangeles, so people call him Bangs. And I grew up people calling me Bags. So it's our last names. It focused more on featuring our love for family, farm, finance, and food.
Yeah, of course.
So we launched a few videos.
Yeah.
Maybe at the moment it's at mga 9 or 10 videos. Since June of 2020, we started by introducing our farm wedding to the world. So that was our first episode, and it had a very good viewership. And then after that, on the second quarter or last quarter of last year, we introduced finance naman because I'm a securities representative, and then husband is also very keen on finance.
Yeah.
He's actually the more financially able person in the relationship. So we featured my former colleagues in ABS-CBN who's now into business. We
Yeah.
featured how to invest in business vehicles and other things and those things. And I think Miss Cha, the YouTube, one of the most the one of the videos with the most number of viewers was that of our first episode where we talk about our relationship and our farm and
Yeah.
our 16 years age gap.
Wow. Yeah.
So
16
I
years. Yeah.
think people related more to that topic.
Yes.
It's our baby project, and as I told you earlier,
Yeah.
November of last year we had to be on hiatus, like a little bit, pause it a little bit because our priorities changed.
Yes.
But pretty soon, when everything is legal and done with, I think we will focus more on family in our YouTube channel.
And that's great, Gail. I know you as a very talented woman, very empowered, and you are doing a lot of things right now. So, what do you think are your greatest strengths?
Greatest strength. Actually, Miss Chan, that is a very typical pageant question before, no? When I am asked that on
Yeah.
stage, I'm like, oh, I know what to answer.
Okay.
But then when it comes to you on a personal level, you tend to cringe because I don't want to be I don't want to be proud and all those things. But then now, I would have to say that my greatest strength is that I am raised to be confident. Back when I was still young, my mom would force me to, recite Bible verses in front of many people. So I understand that that level of confidence that I was brought up with was one of the major reasons why I got most of the jobs that I had in the past.
Yeah.
Confidence is what brought me to the pageant stage where I met Attorney Jobert, who was one of the judges back then, the
Yeah.
21 judges. And then I didn't have any hotel industry experience at all when I applied for Courtyard by Marriott, the first internationally branded hotel here in Iloilo. But then the confidence was really there. So I just told them that, despite lack of experience, I can learn it, and I can go through the loops and all those things. So I think Michelle, confidence really is
Yeah.
key. Right amount of confidence.
That is true. And I agree with you that I think that is one of your greatest strengths, confidence.
Thank
What,
you.
because you have mentioned, of course, as I've asked you, that your greatest strength is confidence. Conversely, what is your greatest weakness that you have overcome?
Yeah, very interesting. As you grow up, as I grow up into like 30 something now,
Yeah.
uh, and because of psychological awareness, and I would like to share to the world that as you grow old, you have to be very attached and know yourself so much. If it means that you need a third person, or a professional to go through the process of knowing yourself, then it is very okay.
Yeah.
Lately, me and my husband went to seek guidance from
Yes.
a professional, and that's when I knew that throughout my lifetime, uh, I had this weakness, and it's summarized in two words,
What is
and
that?
those are narcissistic traits. I'm
Okay.
not yet a narcissist, but I have narcissistic traits due to your upbringing, your other things, and your other experiences in the past. So
Yeah.
now that I know that I have narcissistic traits, that's
Mhm.
when as my weakness, that's when I fully understood what I should do to be able to minimize the
Yes.
effects of being of those traits in my relationships, or in my business, or wherever in my life.
Yeah.
So I'm not ashamed of it. It's good that I know about it, and now I'm working on it.
Yeah, and
So
I commend you for acknowledging that. I commend you for seeking guidance, seeking
mhm,
help to acknowledge first that weakness or that narcissistic trait, and you are slowly overcoming that. And
that's
that
true.
would definitely improve your relationships, not just your
That's
personal but professional relationships as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
because when you have narcissistic traits, I found out that you are never submissive.
Yeah.
So my husband was brought up by a very patriarchal family, and I'm brought up with matriarchal family. So there was that disconnect, and so that's when I understood that yeah, it's just a trait. Being submissive is okay. It can work for you. So little by little, I'm learning it, and my husband is getting happy and
Oh,
happier every day that I'm converting into something that he also wants me to become.
that's good to
For peace
know.
of
As long
mind.
as you're happy too, whatever
Yes,
makes you
yes,
happy. Yes, yes.
exactly.
So happiness in the relationship with each other is very important. You've mentioned your husband, and I'm pretty sure that he is also very proud of you.
Oh, thank you. I hope he is. He should be.
Yes, yes. So, and what do you love about yourself, Gail?
Wow, what I love about myself is that number one, I am really geared towards taking on any challenges. I'm not scared
Mhm.
to venture into the unknown, and to met and to uh, try new things for
Yes.
myself, to experience new things, to learn new things. I think that's one thing that I like about myself. And then other than that is that I am now able to know if I'm a mistake, if I'm wrong, and
Yeah.
analyze what I should do better, and most importantly, these are things that I usually get from people around me, is that they like me because I'm kind. I
That
would
is, yeah.
put other people's feelings first,
Mhm.
or other people's concerns first before my own, and I would always make myself available whenever they need me. Or it worked. It can work for you or against you, but now I manage that kindness. So I think if you will ask people around what
Yeah.
they love most about me, I think that
Yeah.
would come up.
That is wonderful. And it is important for an empowered person to know her greatest strengths, weaknesses, as well as what she loves about herself. And I commend you for that and for acknowledging also that the things that you are could be good for you or sometimes bad for you. It is just a
Yes.
sign that you are maturing, that we are maturing if we acknowledge that, correct?
I really love the word maturing, adulting. On the side note, Miss Cha, can I just
Yeah.
add a
Sure.
little something
Go ahead,
on,
please.
on one thing that I also love about myself. Right now, I'm independent. I know how to drive. You know
Oh,
why?
congrats.
My inspiration of women driving was when I saw you a few years back when we were still, in the station, and then
Yeah.
you're driving this big vehicle, and you like I would tell the guards who's that driving, and then you open the door, and that was when I had my first interview with you. Then you open the door, and there was this cute little lady with her heels on, and then going down a big car. And so I said, yeah, that's a very great lady right there, but I want to be like that too. So there, that's one of my
Wow.
inspirations. Miss Cha.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that, Gail. And I didn't know that you were inspired about me driving. Now you are driving. Way to
I
go.
know.
Very good.
Yes.
Yeah.
In heels, like you.
In heels. Yeah, of course. We do that sometimes. I even wear while I'm wearing gown. I
Oh,
even drive while I'm wearing gown. Oh, but well, those were the days.
yes, yes, yes.
Anyways, what gets you excited about your life now?
A lot of things. Primarily that one blessing that came to us last November. Other than that is the thought that people are that we have people working for us and who
Yes.
are supporting their family. So it keeps you motivated on a daily basis to think of ways on how to also provide for them so that they can also provide for their families. I
Yes.
think that is also one of the things that is really making my day exciting,
Oh, that's
to
good.
close sales so that we can give them money. Parang
Yeah,
ganun.
that's good. Let's talk about that for a bit. Your business.
Oh, thank you. It's actually a startup business. So uh, we are into producing naturally produced products, not literally organic yet, but naturally produced, good farming practices. So at the moment, Miss Cha, we had one of our greatest blessing this year. Because previously we just supply red rice, black rice, honey, and spice vinegar here in Iloilo. But then this year, January of this year, there's an opportunity for us to expand nationwide
Wow.
through providing that inside the souvenir shop in a big mall.
Yeah.
So we are working on it, and maybe we will be starting producing it this month or next month. So that's a big blessing for the company and also for the farmers, because we are also sourcing some of our products to local farmers and supporting them so that we can create market for their products as well.
Wow. Congratulations. You are doing a lot. And the success of your business would also the success for the farmers.
Yes, that's true, Miss Cha. That's true. We're also bringing their hopes with us, and it's very nice to see that they are also trying to plant variety aside from white rice
Yes.
now, and they are now confident to try new things
Mhm.
just because we're offering them an avenue where they can grow
Yeah.
and foster through other products.
Yeah. With all the things that you do in your personal life and in your career as a business person, what is your purpose? Like, how do you define your purpose in life?
Um, I am not very sure if I am there yet, Miss. Like this is really my purpose or something like that. But since I would have to say that my life right now is an oblation to God. That is my testament when I had my spiritual journey back in 2010 or 2015 after my ABS-CBN experience when I ventured into the corporate world. Uh, I encountered the spiritual mentorship through my mentors in the Light of Jesus community, Brother Obed and Brother Bo Sanchez. And then that's when I had this brand or this purpose or this concept in my life. And I said that from this day forward, my life will be an oblation to God. Everything that I do will be a testament to his promise. I might have weaknesses. I will disappoint. I will make people mad, or I will create mistakes, but then I will go to that main purpose
Yeah.
whenever I stray away. So it's like offering everything to him, whatever I do to him. So that's, I think, my purpose, and that purpose will resonate to other people. They will feel that their need for God, that they need to go back to God whenever they see me.
Yeah, that's wonderful, Gail. That is really inspiring. In closing, if there's another woman that you can talk to and you can inspire and share with her your purpose, what would you say?
If there's another woman that I would talk to and inspire,
Yes.
I would tell that woman to continuously work on yourself, regardless of where you are in your life at the moment. If you are on your lowest low or your highest high, remember that it is not yet the end of the line. If you are at your lowest point at the moment, um, there is no other way but up. So work on yourself. Believe that it is not, it is temporary. It's just a phase and you will get through it. If you are on your highest high right now, always look down, because the people, because you will see the people who help you go up high, go on that certain status, and look back at them because they might be needing your help as well. So it's just like a cycle. Work
Yeah.
on yourself. It's okay. Develop yourself. And be happy. Be an inspiration to everybody.
Wow. Wonderful. Thank you so much. It was great catching up with you, Gail.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Miss Cha. Thank you also.
Yeah,
And
those
thank
words
you,
have
Miss
inspired
Anne.
me. Yes, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Miss. I'm
I,
delighted to be here.
and you are a woman with a voice, a woman who inspires, a woman who is also inspired. And I'm very happy that we had this chance to catch up with each other and talk and perhaps share this conversation with the world.
Thank you, Miss
Okay, thank you. You have
Cha.
a
And I hope
brilliant.
that you will continue with.
Yes, wonderful. You have just listened to Life Expressions. I'm your host, Charie Ginete-Ilon. Don't forget to download this episode if you like it. This episode is on Spotify, Google Podcasts, and whatever apps that you'd like to listen to for your podcasts. And of course, this is also on YouTube channel, Charie Gilon, and Life Expressions on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you, Gail.
Thank you, Miss Cha. God bless you. Thank
God bless
you.
you.